What's up, guys? I appreciate you coming back to watch the remaining of the video on part 2, but let's jump right into it. Myth number 9, having money in the bank will improve my credit score. Let me tell you, the banks do not report to the credit agencies on how much money you have in your bank. You could have $9 million in your bank right now and your credit score can still be 500. It does not matter. It has no relevance in your credit score because your credit score is typically made up of how you've been able to manage your credit over the years in which you actually acquired credit. So it doesn't matter how much money you have. Your credit score matters on how you're able to manage your money, how you use your credit, how you're able to manage your credit. Using cash on a daily basis, you will never increase your credit score. You need to switch over and start using your credit card, put your charges on your credit card, and then pay it off. So that gets reported to the credit agencies that you're actually using your credit and you're paying it off consistently as a responsible individual, and they will increase your credit. And also it will show that you have on-time payments every month. So that means that you're a good candidate to receive additional credit. Myth number 10. Paying a collection on your credit report keeps it from hurting your credit score. Now, yes, I've heard this several times myself, and I have to tell you that once it hits your credit report on the collection side, it has already ruined your credit. So if you decide to pay it off a month later, it is not going to improve your credit score, okay? Now, what you need to do is actually be proactive and make sure that you take care of your responsibilities prior to them becoming a collection on your credit report, because a collection is definitely a big no-no or negative that is going to show up on your credit report, because it lets other creditors know that you wasn't responsible, you fell behind on your responsibilities, and you allowed the company to report you after 30 or 60 days to the credit agencies as this individual was not able to take care of the responsibility, and therefore they are receiving a collection. Now, what a collection is basically when you owe a specific company money and you fail to pay them for that money, that company will write that off on their taxes and sell that burden that you owe them to someone else, such as a collection agency. And what that collection agency does is they contact you on a daily basis, trying to recoup as much money as possible to cover for the collections. In relation to this video, it hurts your credit. So by paying the collection, it has already hurt your credit. So paying it off has no bearing. Now, it will show up on your credit report as what you owed them, such as $500, and now that it is zero, but the collection will stay on your credit report, and I believe it stays on there for around 5 to 7 years. You can fact check me on that if you want to. Myth number 11. Having a bad credit score means you'll never be approved for anything. Now, this is definitely true. You've probably already know this is not true, because you've probably seen people out there that you know for a fact that they don't have or shouldn't have good credit just because of some information that you know about them. And you see that they can still go out and buy a car, or they might have just purchased their first home, or whatever the case may be. So yes, this myth is definitely not true. Now, what I will say is, depending on how bad your credit score is, a creditor will give you credit. However, the interest rate on that may be extremely high. When I go apply for an auto or a mortgage, I'm going to get the best rate possible. So for example, on an auto loan, I would probably get somewhere around 0 to 3% interest rate on an automobile if I finance it. But for someone else that has a 500 credit score and they go out and do the same thing by financing an auto loan, their interest rate will probably be anywhere between 8 to 16% interest rate. I've actually seen someone that actually had a 20% interest rate on their vehicle. Guys, this is definitely wasting money. You're paying more absorbent money on interest fees, in which you could be saving that money and putting it in your pocket, just like Budget Bill teaches you guys on this channel. Okay, so you really need to work on your credit score so that you can receive the lowest interest rates possible for anything that you may finance in the future. Having a bad credit score doesn't prevent you from getting approved, but you will have a very high interest rate, and that is what we call wasting money. And last but not least is myth number 12. You only need to check your credit score when applying for a loan. No, guys, you may not apply for a loan for 1 to 5 years. That doesn't mean that you want to go that entire time period without reviewing your credit score or your credit status. You want to do that regularly. As I mentioned earlier in this video, I actually check on mine. I actually open up the app every day just to look at mine and make sure nothing has changed. Now, I don't recommend that you guys check it every day, but you need to do it consistently on a regular basis, especially if you're in the season of working on and repairing your credit. You guys need to log in, maybe let's say on a quarterly basis, and review your credit score, review your credit status, make sure things are in line, make sure that you're up to date on all your payments and you're not missing anything. Also, depending on what monitoring app that you use, those things can provide additional value for you, in which you could use to help increase your credit score. So definitely check those different tips and things like that that are provided within those apps, because those can definitely be helpful to you. Now, if you are ready to take control of your credit report, your credit score, as well as your credit status, then definitely I recommend you guys download the following apps. Number 1, Mint.com. Guys, you can use Mint.com as an app on your phone. Enter all of your personal information and related to all of your credit-worthy details. This app can track all of your credit cards, your bills, your payments, and things like that. And you can monitor them on a daily as well as a monthly basis. I love this app, in which it also provides you with, you can see a high level view of your credit worthiness as well as your net worth. This is why I love this app myself. If you have something against the app called Mint.com, then perhaps you can check out another app called PersonalCapital.com. There they have a similar app that is rated high in relation to Mint.com that does the same thing, and that app can also provide great value for you, in which you can track and monitor your current status in relation to all of your credits and loans and things like that that you have under your name. Personally, I haven't used Personal Capital, but it is rated very high in comparison to the Mint app, in which that is my favorite. If you haven't already, download the Credit Karma app as well as the Experian app. Those apps right there can help track your credit score, provide all sorts of different tips and information that is valuable to you in relation to you building and working on your credit and having a better credit score. I definitely recommend those two apps. Now, if all of this appears to be too much for you or overwhelming for you, and you just really want to pay someone else to do it for you, then I suggest that you look for outside help, such as a credit counselor that can assist you with helping you with building up your credit and your credit score. If you need help with that, go ahead and comment down below, and I'll definitely be able to respond back to you with a few suggestions. With everything that I've mentioned today, I have included a link down below so that you guys can check out everything that has been mentioned within this video, as well as the tools that I use personally to help with my credit score. Be sure to check those out down below. Now, if you haven't already watched my other video that I posted a couple of weeks ago about how you can raise your credit score within 30 to 45 days, definitely check out the link right here. It's definitely a helpful video that can help you guys out if you are interested. Now, if you've liked the content in this video, definitely smash that like button, as it helps out with the growth of this channel. Also, if you've not already subscribed to this channel, definitely click on the subscribe button down below, as well as the bell next to it, so you can be notified of any additional videos that are uploaded in the near future. And if there is anything else that I did not cover today, or you have additional questions, be sure to comment down below, and I'll be sure to respond and answer any questions as much as possible as I can. Other than that, I appreciate you guys coming to the channel today to watch this video, and I hope to see you on the next one. Peace.